Last spring, when media outlets dubbed the H1N1 flu virus the swine flu, pork purchases plummeted across the nation, a result of misinformed consumers who believed that meat products were contaminated by the flu. To make matters worse, images of livestock inspectors in biohazard suits on farms led consumers to believe that livestock herds were contaminated and that there was a threat to food safety. Nothing could be further from the truth, and the fact is the United States has the safest food supply in the world. And those white head-to-toe biosecurity suits, they weren't to protect the inspectors from the animals. It was the other way around. They wanted to make sure that the animals were not contaminated by any number of diseases that humans may actually give them. They're required to prevent humans from spreading any number of diseases to animals. With only a very few exceptions, animal health and well-being is taken extremely seriously by farmers around the country.
South Carolina's state veterinarian, Dr. Boyd Parr, is also Clemson University's Director of Livestock and Poultry Health. South Carolina is the only state in the nation whose animal health authority works for an agricultural research institution, a relationship that strengthens the state's responses to potential food safety and food security threats.
Biosecurity is largely about protecting the animals from the people and other animals that somebody might bring in.
In these times when regulatory staffs are small and public program budgets are tight, South Carolina's animal health community has initiated a program fashioned after the age-old Neighborhood Watch program. Through Ag Watch, livestock and poultry industry leaders are trained in best practices, what threats to look for, and how to report their concerns.
We're into disease detection, we're into disease control and eradication programs, and we're also into disease prevention.
Aside from the assistance provided to livestock and poultry farmers through state and federal programs, other more common sense initiatives and incentives exist for farmers to take good care of their animals. Most who are in the business truly love animals, and because they are in it for the money, they want to protect their investments. A point made by Justin Setzler.
I mean, it's a farmer's responsibility to care for the animals. I genuinely care about animals, but but just say I didn't. It wouldn't make any business sense not to tend to the animals properly. I mean, the poultry industry, or any farming for that matter, is very, very competitive. And if you're not, I mean, that's our livelihood. So if I'm not tending to what I make a living on, that just wouldn't make any sense.
Setzler and his family have gone to great lengths to make sure their chicken and turkey houses provide the best possible environment for their birds. From automatic feeding and watering stations to computerized monitoring systems to alert them of potential problems 24 hours, 7 days a week, all year long.
You work every day. I mean, you don't take off holidays. You're tending for the animals. And like I said, as far as safety measures for the birds up here at this particular place, the houses, they're all, totally environmentally controlled. We have a computer at each house, but that's not always fail-safe. You got backup generators, and also an alarm system. So, if something were to go out, get a call.
Of course, one of Setzler's goals is to provide for himself and his family. But as with most farmers, he's also in it because of a higher calling to provide food for a growing world.
We farm to provide food on the table for America. And like I say, it's our responsibility to make sure that food is safe. And while they're on our farm, we're going to do everything we can to ensure a safe product.
Setzler, like others who are passionate about the care of their animals, addresses the debate about housed birds versus free-range poultry by recognizing all the dangers and threats that exist with free-range birds.
They've got all they want in that house. They're safe from anything on, if they were free-range, I mean, you'd have to worry about predators, bad weather, anything like that. I mean, we've got those houses set up that, that's total bird comfort in there. I mean, they're just relaxing, they just eat, they sleep, they drink, they chill.
Setzler Farm poultry houses protect their animals from those threats. Orangeburg Foods runs a 3,000-head hog operation in South Carolina, Production manager Eric Staten shares the same philosophy as Setzler about animal care and welfare.
Well, an animal is a living creature, and their comfort should be the most important thing anybody provides for that. Proper heating and cooling in the summertime, because we are the caretakers of those animals. Those animals cannot control those controllers and make sure the well's running, the water's there, and that's our job as caretakers.
To make certain Orangeburg Foods takes the right measures to keep its herd safe and healthy, the company has signed on to follow the National Pork Board's Pork Quality Assurance Plus certification program. The industry's best practices are designed to minimize risks to the animals and to food safety.
The majority of hog farmers do a very good job of caring for those animals.
Computer and other technologies play a vital role in caring for the livestock.
We're using some of the most advanced controllers, which utilizes computer chips, so the flooring is really comfortable for the pigs and the access to water and feed.
While there are vast differences between the comfortable and safe confinement operations of poultry and hog houses versus cattle farms where herds are allowed to roam open pastures, the dedication and commitment to animal health and welfare and biosecurity remain the same.
Come on!
Mac Beatty of Beatty Farms in South Carolina operates a small commercial cow-calf operation.
Biosecurity measures are easier on beef cattle operations in my mind than they may be in confined operations such as poultry and dairy operations. But you get animals when you do buy animals. We raise some of our own animals, but when you do buy animals and bring them on farm, you go into other reputable producers that do practice, have herd health programs, so you don't bring contamination to the site. And we do limit the fact is, all the property's posted and we keep all the gates locked and nobody's supposed to come on the place unless one of us is with them and we know why you're there. And of course, that's just a normal routine practice, much like a security is around anywhere when you're running a business.
And like the other farmers we spoke with, Beatty agrees that taking care of your livestock just makes good sense.
Ours is a living, breathing business, but it is a business. And we manage our business, try to make, especially in today's time, to try to make maximum utilization of available resources. And to that end, we treat our animals well.
Beatty participates in his industry's best practices program called the Beef Quality Assurance Program.
Various industry groups are out there, and we want to take every opportunity to highlight that we do our job and we're treating animals right and we're treating the land right, because we are stewards of the land. We want to leave our footprints and hopefully make it a little bit better. We've learned from some of the mistakes that my forefathers made, and hopefully we're doing a little bit better job than we were, and then we'll take it to the next level.